and it's lights out and away we go. And once again, Max Verstappen gets a decent start. Not as good as yesterday. Hamilton is right with him. Leclerc is already ahead of Bottas. Verstappen's ahead of Lewis Hamilton, going through the second turn. It's the Red Bull, but Hamilton's coming back. Into Village we go. It is Verstappen from Hamilton, then Leclerc, Bottas and Ricciardo ahead of his teammate Lando Norris.
Verstappen's going to have to weave like crazy. Hamilton got a better drive off the loop. He will be faster down the Wellington straight into Brooklands.
Not going to get a chance to weave because already Hamilton is with him. They almost touch. They go into Brooklands. Verstappen stays ahead. The crowd roar their approval for this. The two championship contenders giving it everything.
It's not over yet because Hamilton gets another slipstream all the way down the old pit straight into Copse Corner. These are critical corners for this Grand Prix.
Hamilton's going to try again, this time on the inside. A continent touch. Verstappen is out of the race and that's a big crash into Copse. Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen coming together. Hamilton continues on. Charles Leclerc now leads the British Grand Prix. But for the second time this season, Hamilton and Verstappen clash and tangle on the opening lap. But this time, it is ending in dramatic consequences for the championship leader.
Max goes to cover the inside. He thinks he's got the inside covered and then turns in. Wouldn't have really have known where Lewis was exactly at 180 miles an hour.
I was ahead going in there, man.
Yeah, copy Lewis.
Fully alongside is my line. Yeah, he turned in on me, man.
No, I don't think...
Yeah, copy that, Lewis. Yeah, just reviewed the video.
Yeah, Michael, look, that corner, he was never anywhere near alongside. Every driver that's driven at this circuit knows you do not stick a wheel up the inside at Copse. You know, that's an enormous accident. And it was 100% Max's corner. So, you know, as far as I'm concerned, full blame lays on Hamilton, who should never have been in that position. So, you know, you could have had a massive, you know, accident. Thank God he's walked away unscathed. So I hope you're going to deal with it appropriately.
Understood, Christian. That's why it's just gone up now that things have calmed down for a second as under investigation by the stewards.
Michael, this is Toto.
Go ahead, Toto.
Michael, I just sent you an email with the diagrams where the car should be. Did you receive that?
Toto, I don't access my emails during a race deliberately because I concentrate on the race.
Yeah, then you should maybe look at this because there is something with the rules. I'm coming up.
No problem. I suggest if you want to, Toto, feel free to go upstairs and see the stewards.
Lights out and away we go. Even Stevens for the front two, but already Lando Norris is closing down on Valtteri Bottas as Charles Leclerc leads them into Abbey from Hamilton, and then Lando Norris, Valtteri Bottas, Daniel Ricciardo and Fernando Alonso. Down the inside goes Ricciardo on Valtteri Bottas, late braking from the Australian. Leclerc leads them through Loop and onto Aintree in the Wellington Straight, and the Mercedes now back ahead of the McLaren as down the Wellington Straight we go, with Charles Leclerc leading this race then from Lewis Hamilton. Lando Norris, then Valtteri Bottas, then Daniel Ricciardo on the inside. Sebastian Vettel and Fernando Alonso are having a duel just like they did in the sprint race yesterday. Alonso going round the long way at Luffield, trying to get past him. Vettel's lost it. He's spun round. He's entered the old pit lane.
Sebastian Vettel got too trigger happy on the throttle as he watched Alonso going around the outside of Luffield and just looped it around.
Lewis Hamilton, meanwhile, has a 10-second time penalty for causing a collision.
No, the engine cut. The engine stopped. He's going again. Tell me what's happening.
Engine power unit problems for Charles Leclerc cutting out. Hard tyres going on for Lando Norris is a problem, and he's there a little bit longer than he would have wanted, and it was the right rear tyre that was the issue. A 6-second stop time.
This needs to be perfect for Bottas. It is perfect for Bottas. That's felt like 2 seconds, 2.1, something like that.
2.2, well done, Ted.
Only a tenth off. Let's see where he comes out. How close is this with Lando?
Valtteri Bottas then back into the race in 5th place.
Okay, so Hamilton comes in. It's going to be long, of course. Now, the man who's making this work is the sporting director, Ron Meadows. He's just standing by the mechanics. He's started his stopwatch, as the great Murray Walker would say. He's having a look at it, and he's going to tap all the guys on the shoulder. There you go. He's tapped the guy with the big orange banner to then lift his banner up, and then they change the tyres.
Oh no, left front won't tighten up.
Oh no!
There we go, it looks like it's on now, is it?
Oh, and that has drastically cut Carlos Sainz's forward momentum in this race. This is an important pit stop, and we have seen problems affecting Lando Norris and Carlos Sainz as off go the wheels. The guns are in place, and Charles Leclerc is away. 2.6 seconds. Phew, he's got out okay. Towards Copse, here goes Lewis Hamilton. This is where he tangled with Max Verstappen. On this occasion, he was clear, and he was well ahead going into Copse. In Hamilton, back up into the podium places.
Okay, Valtteri, we invert the cars into turn 15 this lap.
So turn 15 is Stowe, and we arrive at Stowe with Lewis Hamilton up into second place in this race. Did Perez and Raikkonen make contact? I think if they didn't, Raikkonen certainly ran out of space, went over the curb, and that caused the spin. Right, remember what happened at Copse on lap 1? Here goes Hamilton on lap 50. Oh, and he tries to get past Leclerc and goes off the track. Has Hamilton got through? Yes, he has. He's into the lead by the time they get into Maggots. It was almost another Copse collision, but Hamilton has put his Mercedes into the lead. Charles Leclerc's led every single lap of this race, but on lap 50, he's now settling for second spot. Hamilton has picked up the reins since the restart. He's chased down the prancing horse. He chases the checkered flag. He wins the British Grand Prix for an 8th time here at Silverstone. And Hamilton is back in the championship hunt. Don't you forget it. For Max Verstappen, we really hope that he is okay after being taken to hospital for precautionary checks. We'll see how he comes back from this day. Hamilton, British sporting superstar, born in England on this Sunday. England did bring it home, and it was on penalties. What a win.